Previously. X-Rated, the X-Men animated review show.
Clear video and audio on this end.
Hello, children, and welcome to X-Rated, the X-Men animated review show.
Now, this is a big one, folks.
It's gonna be a big one. We got Jaemeel here. We got a box view. We got a new segment I like to call. What do I like to call this new segment? I'll tell you what I like to call it. What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
We'll
Tell
get back
me
to that
what's
in
in
a
the
second.
box.
Because who are we? What are we doing here? Well, I am one of your hosts.
That's not a good thing.
Not to quote The Simpsons too much, but I love that because it's like the when you know Marge just becomes a pretzel salesman. It's like, we'll teach you to answer such important questions as who are you and what are you doing here?
And who is that? Well, that's my co-host.
Call letters, please.
What did it say? Did I please? Is that what it said?
Call letters, please.
Oh, I see. Pleased. How's it going?
Where's your call letters? We're asking for them.
My call letters: Alpha, Kilo, Tango, Foxtrot.
Cool. All right. Well, and Jameel's here.
Back again.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
It's up to me.
No.
He's
Sorry?
oh nothing. Go ahead. I was
Did I
thinking
say
about coming.
we're Davik and Meg Mondre.
That's right.
Meg-
Just
Mom.
skip that part
I
because I play a sound effect and then forget to say her names.
I
That's
should
a
be
very
like
important part of the show, the sound
Juba Meal. I should be Juba Meal.
effects. Super, man.
Jaemeel?
I was trying to think of a clever pun for your name, and then I lost it halfway through. I was gonna go with appealing, but like Jameeling, but then they just ended up. So
This is X-Rated Evolution. And we are your hosts. We're here to review X-Men Evolution, Season 2, Episode 6, Adrift. Written by Greg Johnson and directed by friend of the show, Stephen E. Gordon. Look, let me get Jaemeel here. Jameel's got a banner, too.
Jameel's got some stuff going on here.
Oh, wait. I have to plug my computer in.
So, it's been a while since I've been on the show. I think the last time I was on was the Holly Chow interview.
Oh,
Oh yes, right.
Fun times, fun times.
What a time has ravaged all of us.
Prior to Comic Con.
She's been a Funko Pop expert ever since.
Yes. I did meet up with her, just to close the loop on that. I met up with her at Comic Con. She remembered our fine, wonderful show. As promised, I gave her the Funko Pop that she was missing.
Awesome.
I was not able to secure the prototype that I said I was going to, but I did secure the two other Jubilee Funko Pops, which is the 8-bit one and also the Abscissa one. I have them.
Yeah.
So I'm just one shy of having a complete Jubilee set.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes. But for today, I was able to pick up the Topps newest release, which is the Topps Finest X-Men 97. And I thought, where else could I do a box break but this wonderful show of X-Rated?
Nowhere.
You know,
And this
be a patron
wonderful
of the
segment.
show like me.
What's in
Be
the
a
box?
patron. What's in the box? All right, so
Murphy wants to know what's in the box.
we're going to see.
What's in the box?
As you can all see, it's sealed. It's sealed. So let's break this
Find out.
box.
I want to know what's in this
Okay.
box.
This is the first time I've done a box break, actually. So try not to mess
I've
it up.
broken many boxes, actually.
I'm a single card unboxer. Usually I buy individual cards. Gosh, it's kind of opened. So, let's see. There you go. Packs. Lots and lots of packs.
So is there like a chase card in this set or something that we're looking for?
Oh, there's like autograph cards.
Oh,
There's like art cards as well. They have refractors and other different kinds. So let's start with
What
Gene!
year is that?
Gee!
Is this new? Like this is this year's set or something like that?
Yeah, it just came out. I don't think it's hit stores yet.
What?
Tops is
This is an
weird.
internet exclusive. This should be
Yeah.
all we talk about. This episode shouldn't
Ooh.
be called Season
this all
2,
we're gonna
Episode
talk
6 Adrift. It should be, ow, Lulu, claws in. Ow.
So we have a Masters. Let's see, a Masters Moira McTaggart.
Very nice.
Right.
Then
you have a morph?
for literally 2 minutes in the day.
You have to
Awesome.
say it like Moira McTaggart.
Ooh,
What a
previously on X-Men Forge.
Ooh,
Oh,
these are interesting. I like the design.
yeah.
Are they all shiny?
Uncanny Professor
Very
X.
glossy. They're very, very
Are they all Are they all glass-tastic?
Some of them. I think this is a really good pack that I got. Strong Guy.
Oh, Guido.
Yes. So
So
those will be
offensive.
put away shortly.
Very nice.
Okay. Now,
There's a Guido in the box.
yes.
I have my own. I'll show you this after we're done.
You
Ooh.
unboxing too?
I actually was, but it's not about this stuff.
Wow.
A Dazzler.
Yay. The
Ooh.
disco dance.
A Masters Mother Ashaki? Ascani, sorry.
Oh, Mother Ascani. Very nice. Very nice.
Jean
That's Rachel
Grey.
Summers when she's super old.
All right. Ooh. Wow. This is Deathbird.
Oh wow!
Now the
very
good thing about this is on the back of it actually details what the like how rare it is,
Okay.
Oh, that's sweet.
right? So it gives you a heads up about each piece. Okay, and then was it Sunder?
Oh, yes. One of the.
Good old Sunder. Everyone loves Sunder.
Yeah, you're right.
He
Everybody's
was
favorite
always in
Lurch.
the background in the X-Men animated series. He was on Genosha. Like,
It's like him and that little weird guy with the red beard and the red hair, the mole-looking dude, big nose.
yeah, Mole. That was his name.
Yeah, he's always
Right.
never.
Ooh, a Masters Wolverine.
Ooh,
Oh,
look at that.
very slick.
Ooh. What's this one? This is Carl Denty. Right?
Oh,
One of the Friends of
Executioner,
Humanity.
Oh yeah, that's the executioner.
voiced by friend of the show, Lawrence Payne.
Ooh, greatest hits. You have
Yeah.
Gambit and Wolverine in Davin's favorite
that is the
scene.
greatest
Yeah,
hit. That is
that's
a great
awesome.
hit there.
Oh,
Charge
An
those
ulti-
claws up.
Ultimate Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. So these, a lot of these are, or is it all based on '97?
It's
It's all
all
97.
97. And
It
the
is, okay.
Adversary.
Oh, that's.
Oh yeah, that is really cool.
Let me bring it up closer on here. The Adversary.
Oh, it's a '97 set. See, I missed that part.
Alrighty.
I'll
Let's
bring
skip. Let's see Magnus's pack.
Let's go for a signed card. Let's get a signed one.
Yeah, I'm really hoping I do. Ooh. Oh, is it Blob Herman?
Glob Herman.
Glob Herman. Ah, a Master's Gambit.
Oh, very nice.
An Ultimate's Dagger.
Oh yeah, Dagger and Cloak were in that.
You have a Mary Jane Watson.
All you have to do is be in the background of this series, and you get a card.
And you have Master's Rogue.
Very good.
All right. Another Gene pack.
Okay. Lucky Gene. It's a genie, you know? Here we go.
All right. Oh, it looks like I have a
Signed
leech.
card.
Ooh, this one is a Marrow.
Oh, yeah. Very cool. Oh, it's like Marrow from the Hellfire Gala.
Yeah. Previously on X-Men, you have Gambit with his wonderful shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's in the set. That's awesome.
Aurora, so some Alpha Flight representation.
Yeah, Aurora.
And good old Leech. Leech.
Oh, good. And I have Leech.
All right. Let's do some Sykes. I got 2 Sykes back.
Scared again. How did that work out for you, Leech?
Ooh. See the back of there. Ooh. I got a dupe. Masters Mother Ascani.
Mother Ascani there, yeah.
Ooh, this one is a little bit. Let's see. Ooh, what's this? This is Greatest Hits. His name is Gambit. Remember it.
Oh, that's a good one to get.
That's a great
That's
card.
a great hit.
Then you got the Destroyer Apocalypse.
Oh, yeah, he shows up at the very end. Very cool.
A Masters Cyclops. And an Ultimates Titan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
let's
Get
see.
some Shi'ar action there. Right on.
Like, you know what? This card set is great because just kind of revisiting 97, such a great time. More Alpha Flight representation. You got North Star.
North Star. Well, if you gotta have Aurora, you gotta have North Star.
Oh.
We know we're next spring. We're getting the next season in '97, so probably like a year from now.
Greatest Hits. You remembered. Or you survived, sorry, I should say. Ooh, Magneto, a Masters in his classic wear.
Very cool.
You got Dark Star.
Don't make me let you down.
And good old Val Cooper.
Yeah.
Get it, Val Cooper.
Okay, a couple more packs to go. No
We're
autographs
gonna get a
yet.
signed one. We're gonna get one.
Let's hope. All
We're
right.
saving it. It's like a wrestling match. We're saving the big move for the end. Yeah,
Excalibur. Oh, sorry, Exodus. Sorry, Exodus.
Yeah,
Exodus.
Another Mary Jane Watson. Previously on X-Men, Nightcrawler.
Yeah. You have a Nightcrawler.
A Master's Forge.
Very nice.
And then a Master's Vulcan.
Ooh.
Oh, you got a Vulcan. That's cool.
Yes.
There were a lot of characters in that short season. Like, it was big world they gave us in that.
Which is, you know what, fantastic, because remembering how X-Men the animated series was, where it's like, is it this person or is it not? You got a Cypher.
Nice.
Previously on X-Men, Jean Grey.
Very nice.
An Uncanny Gambit. Destroyer Blob.
Yeah. You gotta have Blob. I'm gonna squish these X-Goons by sitting on them.
Araki.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Okay. Only
Here it
three
is.
more
This
packs.
This is the one. Well, let's talk about this. Spectacularly Chill says, wonders, besides season 2 coming out next spring, is there a chance the other shows like Spider-Man will be revived? Or is it good with what we have gotten?
Sauron.
What we have gotten is, of course, good.
I think it's
mean,
going to be revived.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't think it'll run at the same time as your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So I think it'll all depend on how long that
Ultimates Beast.
Beast.
Ultimates Exodus. More Alpha
Bennett
Flight representation.
Ooh, look at that puck.
Puck.
Yeah, Puck. You got like
Ultimates
Alpha
Jean
Flight
Grey.
now.
2 more packs to go. It looks like it's waiting for the. It's waiting for the last one. Let's see.
Yep, last one or two. Here it comes. It's gonna be signed by.
Ooh, President Kelly. Good old President Kelly.
Ooh.
Oh yes. Voiced
Ron
by
Rubin.
friend of the show. Ron Rubin. Yep.
Oh, Bastion.
Ooh, it's a nice looking bastion.
Ooh, I love this beast. It's a nice beast. Look at that.
Ooh. These are
Voiced
very
by,
nice.
of course, friend of the show, George. We got a lot of
Another
friends of the
dagger.
show.
And what's Mary Jane without her Peter Parker?
Oh, wow.
You know
That's
what
awesome.
sucks though? You haven't got a Storm anything in all of these packs.
No
So I don't know
Storm.
what
Maybe
to
it's
say.
this is the pack.
Maybe a signed
It's
storm.
gonna be a signed Storm by Alison Seeley Smith. It's gonna be amazing.
Okay, so
Hey, we have a guest on the show making his appearance. It's
Oh.
Frodo.
Oh hey
Boom,
Frodo,
boom.
you've
How
never
big are
been
his
so
getting?
close to the screen. What's up,
Getting
little
bigger.
buddy?
Iron Man,
He is.
Here he is.
Face.
Callisto,
Ooh, that Lisa sweet. You like
No,
Lisa,
but
buddy?
and last but certainly not least,
Storm.
Sign Storm.
Sebastian.
Oh, no. Can't believe you bought a whole box and didn't get a Storm.
Almost exactly the same as Storm. Very close. Sebastian Shaw.
Very close.
Very close characters.
Very close. That being said, I thoroughly enjoyed opening this box. I have my cases
Oh, nice.
to put them in.
So how
But,
many are
like,
in the whole set?
how many cards overall?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a good
Spider-Man
amount.
in it.
There's a good amount. I think it's when you see them up close and see how great they look. I think they're very fantastic. I know there was
This
a
is
mix.
the upper deck set, right?
Oh wait, I did get a Storm.
What?
Oh, you did.
Greatest hits. Storm rides the lightning.
Ooh.
Oh, that's awesome. How did we miss that?
That's really cool.
It wanted to be the last. It wanted to be the very last.
It did. Now I
Yes.
feel better about what you got there.
Yeah, that's a really
That
nice
one's
set.
certainly going to be in a case.
It's hard to get those signed things. Like the only time I ever got things like that was when the time when like the who was it? I think it was on Sex Criminals, that book. Like
Oh,
Oh yeah, I got one of
they
those signed.
copies were there. You got the dick drawing ones too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I
me
think I got
too.
one of those. Yeah.
What does your dick drawing look like?
A dick. Looking good.
in this case. All right, friends. As
problem.
always, you both are extraordinary.
Oh,
Right?
thank you, buddy.
So
too.
you surpass all expectations.
Oh,
Right?
Well, if you keep them low enough, we can do that for you.
Well,
and you, sir, are an excellent guest.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. That's it for me. Jaemeel the X-Boxer.
I like it. All of a sudden, someone dressed in Wolverine costumes at a left field just with the boxing gloves and just punched you right in the face.
He used to be a hungry young fighter.
He could have been a contender.
Could have been a contender. Yes.
We
What-
just played a boxer by fucking Simon Garfunkel.
Yes.
La da da, la
My
da da
favorite,
da da.
one of my favorites from Marvel Universe Series 3.
I think I
Great.
have that card somewhere.
It's a great card.
Somewhere in my collection, I have the entire '93.
What about
Marvel set
Ghost
card.
Rider with Johnny Blaze?
Yes.
Ooh, also good.
These cards were great because they really introduced you to like the power levels
Yeah.
and like it gave you a brief window into the world.
This one was big to me. These were my two favorite characters at the time. Spider-Man came later.
What? You didn't like Spider-Man from the get-go? You got to get out of this.
Not as much as Daredevil and Wolverine. No.
Jesus, I don't even know you anymore. I don't even know who you are. You're a
Remember this
stranger to me.
comic? The Spider-Man, Wolverine, or not Spider-Man, the Ghost Rider, Punisher, Wolverine. Yeah,
Oh boy, do I!
like Blackheart.
It was that
Dark-
golden period in early '90s comics or mid '90s comics where they put either Punisher, Wolverine, or Spider-Man in every single comic as a guest star because they needed to boost sales. So like almost
they did.
every single, I think Darkhawk, every single issue of that series from number 2 to like number 10 as a guest star in every episode. It's like Moon Knight, it's Ghost Rider,
Look,
Venom,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Oh yeah, it was Sleepwalker.
Sleepwalker
Yes.
dressed as Spider-Man.
Yeah, I remember that. Classic.
All right, gang. I gotta
Hey, pal.
go.
Like and
But
Dios.
it was great being a part of the show. As
Yeah,
always.
anytime.
It's always good to have you, Jaemeel.
Folks, join the patron. Be like
Yeah.
me.
Oh, also, you can buy us a coffee now. We're on Buy Me a Coffee.
Ooh. All the coffees. They deserve it.
Yeah.
All of
Buy
them.
me. It's at buymeacoffee.com/X-Men Review Show. Buy Andre a coffee. Buy me a
I
coffee.
can, you could use a coffee.
Yeah, we could always use
There you
Give
go.
me 2 dogs. All right, thanks,
Give me a
Jaemeel.
like one.
No problem. I got to slide them in. All right,
Oh.
take care.
Take care, buddy.
All right. Bye.
Later, Jaemeel.
I went to Walmart on my way home from the movie because I had to pick up a few things, and they had this thing that I couldn't pass up, which I just saw on the shelf. McFarlane does these recreation covers, where like he does a toy that recreates the cover of a famous comics. See McFarlane toys, gold label. So they did this guy named Joe. So they did I already took it out of the box and I was doing when Jaemeel was going, but it's actually pretty cool. It's very retro looking Spidey, but I kind of like it. It's like the old.
That is really cool.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, McFarlane does good stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like a more realistic, not quite so Jack Spider-Man. Like kind of like the Ramita senior way he drew, which is really cool. So I like it a lot.
Yeah. Not
I
super
also
skinny
got-
like a spider and not super jacked.
This I couldn't pass up either. Thinking about all this nostalgia stuff from X-Men '97 was the Spider-Man, this run of characters that they put out. That
Oh, I
looked like-
had a bunch of that set back in
Yeah,
the day.
but
I recognize the back of that box right away.
they're putting them out again with like newer characters, right? So in the back you can see there's like the female Electro, the Chameleon from the show, Spider Boy, Agent Venom, and the Spider-Man one from Spider-Man Limited one. Yeah, that's what I got. I got Kane.
Oh, you got Kane.
Yeah, I was like, he was such a '90s character that I loved so much. I loved his design when I was a kid. I thought he was so cool looking. I might keep it in the box. They kind of like it in the box, but yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, from that set. Yeah.
I mean, like, it just makes me wonder, like, if they they brought back Spider-Man '97 and they did the whole clone saga, how cool that would be. Or '98, to have like Kane in that world. So this is kind of like a half clip of that.
If that show came back, they could do so many crazy cool things.
Also, I don't know, did I show this since I got it?
No.
The X-Men '97
soundtrack. You got that. That's amazing. We could be
On
spinning
vinyl.
that in the background.
It's fucking beautiful,
I gotta
dude.
get that actually.
It's so nice.
All right. That's
Yeah, look
coming
at
on
the
my
art.
birthday list. I got a birthday coming up.
That's true, you do. And check out, let's see the vinyls in here too. So like the inside, they shoot an unboxing on this. So the inside's got on the sleeves. Sinister there.
Okay, I gotta get it.
And it's got the bad guys on the other side, so it's like the intro.
Oh, you smash them
Yeah,
together. Do it
yeah,
as hard as you can.
No, I'm not doing that. And then they got
Yeah.
Bastion on the back of that one. But I think they're colored vinyl too. Let me look.
I just watched it again like a couple weeks ago. The first season. It's just so good.
Blue. Look at the blue. Blue vinyl for that one.
And yellow's the other one.
I'm gonna guess. No.
Red. Oh, look at that one. Looks really nice.
Music by the Newton Brothers. Yeah, it's really nice set. Yeah, this is super cool, man. And I actually hadn't opened it yet. I got it in the mail and I just set it on my shelf and I kind of forgot about it until Jaemeel was going through the extra '97 stuff. Amazon, I think.
We're boycotting them, aren't we?
Oh, there's an Amazon.ca. But yeah, that's some of the cool stuff I picked up recently. I was just kind of setting up my music station downstairs to play it because so I don't bother my wife while she's working in the basement. So I was picking up some stuff for that.
Spectacularly Chill wants to know if we've watched Wolverine and the X-Men. Not yet.
I believe it's on the docket eventually.
We'll get there.
Probably after this one, I'd imagine. Because how many more X-Men shows do we get?
Just that one. And the X-Men anime show, which is only like 8 episodes or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, we should do that too, I guess. And then what do we do?
Well, X-Men season 2 of '97.
And then when that's over, what do? We already watched the movies. We're stuck.
Then we're a Spider-Man show.
Well, no, we can do more comics, do more whatever. We can go nuts.
Look, we can keep this going. Come on, let's go. But no, I haven't really seen it, so no thoughts.
No, but I'm excited to check it out.
So let's talk about X-Men Evolution Season 2, Episode 6, Adrift. I know you're really looking forward to talking.
Well,
about
how do you feel about it before I get into that?
Well, I mean, is it an X-Men episode at all until the very last few seconds of it? I mean, I guess.
I mean, honestly, I don't even know how much we can need to go through the episode. like I don't know how can we? I don't think we can fill a lot of time. So it's a good thing we're doing other stuff because there's not much.
Ever seen one of those movies where people are lost at sea?
Yeah, it's just it's like Castaway without the island.
Yeah.
Or what's that movie with Robert Redford where he's like on a dinghy the whole time? All is lost. So it's like All is lost, Castaway without the island. What's that Yann Martel novel that they made into Life of Pi also without a tiger or an island?
In the Perfect Storm.
In the Perfect Storm, yeah. Although with a much smaller boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't I don't know what else to say about it, man. So let's share my screen here. We can run through it, but it's gonna be fast, dude.
Yeah. That's
So we
fine.
see that there's a storm moving into Hawaii where Havoc and Scott are hanging out together doing some surfing. However, let me get the intro.
I will say one thing this show does really well is like the backgrounds. Like the clouds always look really super nice.
Yeah, the
When it's
animation
raining,
style is
that
fun.
always looks amazing. Like, yeah.
Well, we see as the storm is coming in, Scott gets a message from Havoc. They're connected through the screens that Alex is adrift. He got caught in a riptide and he's out into the ocean. Scott's going to call the Coast Guard, but he says don't. He doesn't want to look like an idiot. Just come get him in the boat.
Fair ball though. I would not want someone to call the Coast Guard for me unless.
So you'd rather die?
Unless I thought I was definitely gonna die, because like that is a lot.
Yeah, fair enough. But anyway, Scott runs out for the boat to get the boat to go out after him.
Throw up a flare, he says.
Yes, he tries to call in for help, but the feedback's too much on the storm's too loud that he can't get through.
I don't like Havoc's red beams. I don't want them to be red.
Yeah, they're kind of weird. Yeah, he does. He gets pretty exhausted from trying to paddle against the current. So he's
been riding the big breakers, man.
That's right. I mean, then we
so
see
this is, I don't get. Is it winter or did Bobby do this?
Well, they're in Hawaii. They said that's where the storm is. So they're in a different part of the world.
But in the show, like
well, it could be the weather could be nice in Hawaii when there's snow in New York.
It's true. But I'm just wondering, did Bobby do this, or is it?
I think it's supposed to be the storm.
Weather continuity. So is it going to be winter?
I don't think have we established Bobby already.
Yeah,
we see him in the background.
Wasn't he in the episode where they showed like a ton of them? Yeah,
maybe so. Right. Anyway, I think it's just winter. But anyway, we see Kitty getting a phone call from Lance, who we all know is Avalanche. And then Kurt comes in to show off the fact that he's been working out. Even love how he has the high undershorts. You know, he's very much a product of the style of the time.
The super prison body too. He's still like got the tiny lower half, and he's just like super top heavy.
Yeah, well, he skipped leg day.
He definitely skipped leg day.
You don't skip leg day. Yeah, he's got some good lats there. You know, it's very, very Arnold in his peak style physique with the huge traps and the. But anyway,
look at this. This is a good point from Spectacularly Chills. This episode was nominated for a Golden Reel Award for Best Sound Editing in Television.
Well, that is interesting fact.
That is. And there is like a lot of good like the ocean stuff. See, the thing
it does sound good.
Episode is like that's kind of in my wheelhouse. I find like big waves in the ocean stuff terrifying.
Yeah, well, I love swimming, but I find the ocean quite scary.
Oh man.
Yeah,
a big wave can come out of nowhere.
I think it's in Spider-Man. It's an Amazing Spider-Man number 500, the one where he has a big storyline with Doctor Strange where they get lost I think it was 500, where they go through like another world, and then he like gets wrapped up in some cosmic stuff, and at the end, Doctor Strange warns them. This is what kind of leads towards Morlun and Shathra and all those extra dimensional people coming after him. He said, Doctor Strange said to Spider-Man that he should be careful because now that he's been out in the cosmic world, that once you enter the ocean, you enter the food chain, and that's something might come looking for him. And that phrase always stuck with me: enter the ocean, you enter the food chain. So we're not at the top. You're stuck in the ocean. You're not at the top of the food chain anymore, not by a long shot. So anyway, we find out that the Nightcrawler's been messing with this image inducer. What do you call the thing again? Image inducer, yeah. Is that right? Okay. And it's like glitchy, he goes back to being normal. He goes off, and then I think I just showed it, but I got see, yeah. So then he and then when he's trying to fix it, it made him really fat, and then he walks by
that actually made me laugh. So.
Yes. And then he walks by Evan, who tells him he's got to cut down on the cheeseburgers.
Yeah, I got that line here, actually.
Yeah. Dude, you really gotta lay off those burger bombs.
The burger bombs.
Burger bombs. I guess that's cool. If you had an image inducer, you could just be as fat as fuck, you know. You just look whatever you want to look like. Yeah, so then we cut back to some news reports about the storm going on. We see his inducer still messing up because his head gets huge.
He's just sitting there talking to her for a while, and you see that he has this giant chin, and you're like, what? For like, Yeah, that's very funny too. That was a decent little gag.
Scott manages to get Alex, but they're still stuck out in the storm.
Yeah, see,
They
that's
have
just kind of terrifying. I was kind of
Yeah,
like on the
no, I
edge of the
agree.
seat during all this ocean stuff.
It just seems very like this could be a Dawson's Creek episode. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, we're two
Oh, yeah.
characters,
That's what I
two
mean.
brothers
This is
that just
an
reconnected, and Alex tells Scott. I mean, that might be a little later, I think. But anyway, we'll get
Good
to
thing
that.
Jameel's gone. He wouldn't want to hear you bashing the creek. He doesn't stand for that type
Oh,
of
I'm not bashing. I'm just saying it could have been any show. It could have been Ally McBeal. It could have been the Golden Girls. I don't know. Like, I just meant some kind of like a slightly
shit.
higher.
Not the Golden Girls.
Yeah,
don't
I think maybe B. Arthur, Dorothy, and Rose are trapped in a boat together, and they have to connect. I don't know. Could happen. The bottle episode. They do it on
Crashing
every
down
show
upon
eventually,
B.
where someone
Arthur
gets
and
stuck in an
Sophia.
elevator with someone else, and then they have to come solve their issue. There was a great TV show. I have the DVD of the whole season. I don't think you can find it anywhere. It was called That's My Bush, and it was by the guys that made South Park. It was making fun of the network television comedies, but it was about George Bush, and he had a wacky neighbor, and the wacky neighbor would come over, and like it was just all full of all of the tropes from all of those sort of sitcoms, but centered around the White House and George Bush. Now, then 9/11 happened, and it suddenly wasn't okay to make jokes about the president, and the show went away, unfortunately. But I think it had 6 episodes before that happened, and it was very, very funny. There's a really good episode where they make fun of bottle episodes where everyone has issues with each other, and then they get stuck in the room, and then one person gets into another room, and then they're stuck in that room with the other person, and the bottles just keep moving. It's so funny. Anyway, we see a big elaborate snowball fight with the X-Men. Beast, of course, is now part of the team, having fun throwing snowballs, using his powers. We see Scott still trying to get out of the storm, but it looks like things are not. They're putting out a flare to try to get seen with Scott's eye beams.
Look at those waves. Like that's scary.
Some nice stuff here. They do get the boat capsizes and they get stuck on the board together. Alex thinks this might be the end, and he tells Scott that he just went through the process of changing his name back to Summers now that he knows the truth about his family.
So much for a nice, relaxing visit, huh?
What? You're not having fun?
Yeah. But then they managed to get found.
That's hilarious.
For all we know, a rescue chopper could be here any minute.
I can't remember what exactly causes the chopper to go down. As he tried to signal and he hits it?
No, it gets hit on the tail rudder with a lightning.
Lightning? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh yeah, and then he used his beam to
stop it from
chopping
falling. Alex in half.
So then he manages to, the X-Men see on the news that those two are still unaccounted for in the storm, and then they get the crew together and head down to rescue them. Of course, the two guys that tried to rescue them in a helicopter get rescued, but they still can't find the other two that are still adrift. But then they manage.
You see those two guys go bailing out of the helicopter too when it crashes.
Oh yeah, they bail hard. But then you see the X-Men basically show up and save the day in the Blackbird, and then they all go home, and then everyone is
go back a couple shots. Like that was just a weird shot where it was kind of like this kind of glamour shot of the Blackbird. No,
that
like,
one?
Going into the sun. No, like
at the end, it was fading into the snow. That's why.
And it like takes a long time, and it's like
yeah. You know what it probably was? They needed to fill time to fill the episodes. They just made a little more animation of the.
Oh, maybe it felt like that kind of.
And then we see everyone's tired out and beat up from the big snowball fight.
Big snowball fight.
Professor X fixes Kurt's inducer, gives it back to him.
This is how you have a snowball fight.
Yeah, Beast's pretty funny. This, and then we see then when he says I'll never mess with it again, and Professor X says I know you won't, and gives it to him, and then he walks off happily. But then we see the truth is that Xavier played a little prank on him and gave him a girl inducer, which is hilarious unless you have body dysmorphia or some kind of gender issues, in which case maybe this will awaken something in Nightcrawler. So, and not a bad looking lady, Nightcrawler.
Yeah, there you go. Kind of looks like Toad, actually.
End of episode. See, it's a fast one. There's not much to say. Like, it's mostly just like if there was like an issue with Scott and Alex where they weren't getting along, and this was the episode that made them reconnect, I would have understood it more than the fact that
had a point.
They were already getting along, and like we're reconnecting and being happy, and then get stuck in the storm. So,
I guess the whole thing was about them maybe losing each other again after just getting like they even mentioned that.
Yeah, well, I mean, if both of them would have been dead if they,
Yeah.
Like they lost each other, or they're just dead.
Yeah, they're just, well, same thing. It's a loss.
They'll be together. They'll be together in death.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. So that's that episode. It's funny though, he says the chopper thing again, like because the chopper goes down. He's just like, "Don't worry, maybe a chopper will find us any second."
Yeah, then it shows up and then goes down.
No,
It's
like
like
then
it's
he
like
says
that.
it a second time.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like
he
that.
looks at it.
That Simpsons when they go camping and they get lost, and then he's like, "It's a seagull. Seagulls only come. The land must be nearby. Seagulls only come out to the ocean to die." And then you see go, and it hits the water. That was a seagull. It was a seagull.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it really does, buddy. It does. I don't want to like crap on it because we have friends of the show and stuff, but it does. It definitely feels like there's not a lot going on here.
But like there were times when like the ocean stuff was kind of riveting, I think. And a couple of the gags were okay, but it's just like why? Is this an X-Men episode? I don't know. The character stuff wasn't there, you're right. Like nothing's changed. It's just they just got wet.
Yeah. I mean, they seem a little more bonded at the end. So that's nice.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, well.
How shall we proceed, sir? By making a call.
Make the call, Andre.
Like 4.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Yeah.
A couple of the gags were funny, and the ocean stuff was okay. But yeah, definitely a filler. Like a filler doesn't really deserve more than a 5. Well, that's the call. All right. Exploits.
You go ahead because I closed down the window I had that had it on it.
All right. Well, this episode had 4 of the original 5 X-Men in it, and all but Angel.
Oh yeah,
So that's a thing.
good point. That's interesting.
All right, back to you.
Well, I still don't have it up yet, so keep talking about Angel.
All right. Well, my next one.
No. It's all right. Here it is. All right, my first point is. Remember how I often bring up those X-Men DVD releases that have a few episodes on it? This one was on the one called the X-Men Evolution Powers Revealed, which contained the Beast of Bayville on Angel's Wings in African Store.
Whose
alongside
powers
this
were
episode.
revealed in this episode?
I'm on the marketing team for X-Men Evolution.
I mean, Beast of Bayville, I get it. But anyway, interesting point. All right, well, my next one is Storm seems to have a bit of a downgrade in powers in this series because she was having a big trouble with that wave.
Well, it's a really it was a raging storm.
It was a raging kind of cyclone in a hurricane, but still, it's Storm. I mean, she could just snap her fingers and make that hurricane go away, I think. So, had to downgrade her a little bit, just for drama's sake, probably. We'll see where it goes.
My second point is I like the Kitty. I love how like they're really going hard on all this teen drama stuff. So it's like Kitty, Lance, well, Nightcrawler likes Kitty, and then there's Rogue and Jean Grey and Duncan and Scott, and like there's a lot of drama building between all of this. Hopefully, it goes somewhere.
Yeah. And my next one is the life preserver that the helicopter uses. It's actually just to lift you up by your head and strangle you to death. Like it didn't go under their arms.
It's coming out from the ocean.
You just stick this ring around your neck, and then they pull you into the helicopter.
Throw down the old neck. Throw
seen.
down the old neck snapper. Neck snapper.
Remember to pull the rope gently. You understand.
It'll get the body out of the. At least we'll get the body out of the ocean. They weren't a body.
So that was a thing. I don't know how many lives they're preserving with that.
Yeah, it's funny. My third point is the after the big fight, with the New Mutants and all that snowball, all the snow's melted from all the use of energy and everything. And Beast says, I can see now that teaching mutants will require entirely different skills, which I thought was interesting. And it's like we get a Beast that's just setting out on his teaching journey for mutants, which I think is kind of a slightly different, slightly younger, slightly like a ready to learn Beast, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, I like that. I like this Beast. Okay, well, my next one. You ever go skimboarding?
Skimboarding?
Yeah.
No.
I picked up skimboarding a few years back.
Is that what he's doing? I thought he was surfing.
No, but I just felt like talking about like surfing equivalents since there wasn't a lot to talk about in this episode. Skimboarding. It's like you use a smaller one. You can use these little wooden ones. They're like this big.
Mhm.
You just find like really thin amount of water. So like when the wave comes in and it's like really thin over the sand, you'll just fly on one of those things. But with the little wooden ones, you usually do it over like, I don't know, often like if there's just like water sitting there, like in a little lower piece of sand or something, like a big giant puddle. But you can do it on the waves too. But then there's another kind of skimboard too, and I picked one of those up because I was going to get right into it, but then I had kids. But so it's like a small surfboard. It's like quite big. It looks just like a surfboard, and it's like you're supposed to like, it's a good beach for it. Like Queensland Beach is good for it because what you want is like a downhill beach. So like when the waves come in, they break basically right onto the beach, so you can run at it and then kind of do a mini surfing kind of thing from the, it's like surfing with a running start instead of wading way out in the ocean for a big wave. That's skimboarding. Try it out sometime. It's fun.
Well, give it the old college try.
Mm-hmm.
I like when Kurt goes to see Scott when he's the feminine version of himself before he realized it. He says, which I think is kind of like a funny little nod in a sexual way too, where like he says, "Hey sailor" to Scott. Yeah, he's referring to him sailing, but it's also like he looks like an attractive woman, and he looks like a slightly more promiscuous woman because like he's got the halter top on and stuff. So it's like it's just really funny that they sort of had this sort of tongue-in-cheek joke that the kids probably would miss, but an adult might pick up.
Well, my next one, my last one. Let's just talk about big waves for a minute. Do you like big waves?
Yeah.
We do a lot of wave watching because I basically live on the edge of the ocean here. So
you have a house that's an oceanfront property? What should that set you back?
No, you can't see the ocean, but you can hear it.
That's
my
nice.
window, because there's houses blocking mine, right?
Oh, the Bay of Fundy is right there for my
If
house.
I could climb on my roof, I could see it. But...
Oh, I can see it from my window, but it's not the ocean; it's the Bay of Fundy.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
Yeah. So so we just all you got to do is like walk down the end of my street, and there's just like a spot where people like park their cars or just sit there and look at the waves because the waves are pretty big there. So we do a lot of wave watching, me and the kids.
No, that's sweet.
Waves, they're interesting. That's scary.
Waves. Fine,
well, like
waves.
During a storm, like
waves.
The waves throw rocks right up onto that street, man. You don't go driving down on that street in a big old storm.
Tennis.
Waves.
My final point is Scott didn't seem that beat up or hurt after like getting rescued because he's in a hospital bed and Jean is spoon feeding him at the end. It's like he can't even lift the spoon. He's just like I think he's milking a little bit because
battered by like 40-foot waves and they were fine.
Jean's like spoon feeding him. It's fun.
That's true, but he's just playing that up to get spoon fed by Jean.
Yeah, that's kind of the joke I was implying. Not implying, but I was thinking it might have been part of something they were doing. So
really sailors.
Hey, check it.
Hey, check it. It's our comic reminiscences and recommendations. I'll go first. So I was just thinking, X-Men on a boat. X-Men number 6 from the 60s. Magneto attacks the X-Men on a boat I mean, because the X-Men are on a boat, and Magneto and the Brotherhood attack them, and Namor is also in the issue. And this is the first issue where it's declared that Namor is a mutant, making him the first mutant kind of thing. So this is the issue here, X-Men.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Thought you'd like that little tidbit as a Namor fan.
I am a fan of Namor.
Yeah, so check that out, X-Men number 6. Look at that Kirby art there. Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Well, as I mentioned earlier for my recommendation, I got the sweet Marvel Spider-Man Kane figure.
Kane.
I'm deciding to take it out of the box, but I kind of think it looks cool in the box. Maybe not.
Your recommendation: the entire Clone Saga, all 7 years
no,
and
but
700 issues of the Clone
check out
Saga.
some of the really nice artwork, the issues that have some nice Mark Bagley artwork that figure Kane, because he looks so cool. I mean, I think this costume design is super cool. That little splash of pink, the hair, like all the
really
veins
nice
that kind of match the mark of Kane. Like even when they brought him back and made him the new Scarlet Spider, I thought that was okay, but I really kind of missed this. I think if they made him like a Punisher in this costume and had him still rolling around, just being a more aggressive and more morally bankrupt version of Spider-Man, I thought would be an interesting take on it. And also Kane.
I like that Scarlet Spider outfit a lot too. It's pretty good.
I didn't like it as much. I don't know.
No?
It was okay, but I feel like they could have made a few tweaks to it to make it better. The black and red specifically was interesting. Yeah. So go read some of those Mark Bagley Kane Clone Saga stories.
Yeah, sounds good. You'll definitely at least enjoy the art.
There's some fun stuff in there. Actually, you want to have a good read that like the way the Clone Saga should have went miniseries they did, where it was like a 6-issue one.
Yeah.
I think Tom DeFalco wrote it. It was really good.
But I like movies.
Which is fine.
All right. Well, I just saw a movie that I came back from, but that's not the one I want to suggest. I liked it, but I didn't love it. It was Mickey 17, which I thought was a fun watch, but I wouldn't go to my way to watch it again. The movie I did watch the other day that I really, really liked and had never seen before was Ed Wood by Tim Burton,
You've never seen Ed Wood?
No, which is, in my opinion, one of the best Tim Burton movies. I have a real
might be the best, other than Beetlejuice, of course.
I mean, Nightmare. Well, he didn't direct it. Nightmare Before Christmas is great too. No, I'd say like Big Fish is really good. I really do want to rewatch the Batman movies.
I'm surprised that one snuck under your nose for so long.
I always wanted to watch it, but I was just trying to come across it somewhere where I could see it in a legal sense instead of just downloading it. Big Eyes actually.
It was on the movie network. Like the movie network always had a movie that they just played the shit out of, and it was that movie for a while. So,
Mars Attacks and Big Eyes are ones I think are also really, really good that people don't.
Oh yeah, I love Mars Attacks.
Big Eyes was a really sweet movie.
I never saw it.
You should. It's one of his more normal movies. But yeah, Sleepy Hollow is also fun. But yeah, Ed Wood was like, just a great. There's a real soft spot in my heart for people that really want to make art but are really terrible at it, and like the misfits, the weirdos, the losers, the people that don't really fit in that still give it their all and band together to make something, even if it is objectionably terrible. They still did it, and it's kind of it always brings a tear to my eye when I see stuff like that. And this movie really does celebrate one of the biggest examples of that, which would be Ed Wood, who had made some ostensibly terrible movies. It does have a very
what is that one? The Visitors from Planet 9 or whatever.
Planet 9 from Outer Space is the most famous one.
That's the famous one.
But the Glenn or Glenda, the first movie, which is the sex change movie, and obviously the fact they didn't shy away from the fact that Ed Wood was a crossdresser and how it didn't like it othered him, but they didn't make it like you know what I mean? Like they made him like a kind of cheery, goofy guy.
He was in. It just was part of his eccentric.
Yeah, but like it wasn't like obviously he's pragmatic about mentioning it to people, but he's not embarrassed of it. He just doesn't want to like have it hinder him from being able to make films. And like the fact when he has his new girlfriend, and he tells her right at the get-go. But I love the part where he's explaining because he sees this ad to make this movie Glenn or Glenda, which is a sex change film. And he's a crossdresser, so he brings it up to the director quietly about it. And the director asks him, like, he says he wore, what does he say? He was in the military. He's all like, he's a man, he likes women. But he was in the military and that he wore women's underwear while he was fighting in the war, and that he was terrified. He didn't mind. He wasn't afraid of dying. He was scared or of being hurt, so that the medics wouldn't see, like, because he'd have to go back and the medics would see what he was wearing under his fatigues. I just think it's a really sweet, touching movie about misfits and weirdos, and yeah, it's a beautiful little movie that kind of reaches to that other part of you that doesn't feel like it fits in, and it gives a community to it. I just thought it was lovely, and it was a really, really good movie. So I don't know if he's
not the best Johnny Depp roles as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty great in it. Although his performance reminds me a little bit of his his Willy Wonka and the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie, like just a little bit of that little always happy kind of goofy character. I think, yeah, I mean, Depp's a great actor. No matter, you can say what you want about him, but he truly does commit to the roles. If you look at even the stuff he's done with Tim Burton, it's all very different for the most part. But I'm always surprised he never did a Batman movie. Like, he didn't make him a villain in a Batman movie or something. It seemed like that would have came eventually. Yeah, maybe if they got down the line, he would have been. I know if he had done, Tim Burton had done the third one, which he was supposed to. I think Robin Williams was supposed to be the Riddler, which would have been cool. But yeah, so
got Jim Carrey instead.
Yeah, that was when Schumacher took over, and they went a whole other direction. But yeah, Ed Wood, beautiful film. Check it out. I believe I watched it on the Criterion Channel. I'm not sure where else you can see it. Maybe on the Disney Channel, but it's great.
All right. Well, guess what time it is.
I'm Peter Parker. How about you?
Kick his ass, Seabass!
A slip of the finger there, but that's Jameel's podcast. Go check that out. True Currency, the pop culture conversation.
I see your true currency.
Kick his ass.
That's why I love you. Yep, kick his ass.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about this then, should we? This is Webheads. Episode 6 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. It's great. Go check it out.
So great. It's so great.
We get Daredevil.
Got Daredevil, voiced by Charlie Cox as well.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I like
the
great
suit. Yeah, and there's also like a nod to he's secretly, we get the Thunderbolt Ross, and they designed him.
That scene was fun too.
Yeah, I like how they designed him to look like the Sam Elliott version, which I think is really fun. Or maybe he's supposed to be the other one. I don't know. We see Matt Gargan get the Scorpion outfit. It's so cool. It's such a good show. The Daredevil fight is really awesome.
The friendship dynamic with him and Nico is really good too. What?
Oh, nothing. I just love it all. It's so good. And seeing Octavius outfit Gargan with the Scorpion armor is really cool.
Yeah.
Like Gargan really is a scary character, and especially in the next episode, but it's the episode after the next, I think.
The downfall of Lonnie Lincoln continues.
Yes, kind of. I mean, he swings back up a little bit towards the end of the show, but yes, it does start.
Well, I guess he does.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's a great show.
Oh, Lucas X is here. What's up, Lucas?
Lucas, welcome to the show.
Yeah, Webheads. What can we say? This is
man. This is another 10.
What do you rate this episode?
10. They're all 10s.
They're all 10s.
Maybe the first one was like an 8, but they're all 10s after that.
I gave the first one a 9. I think.
I don't remember what I did. I'm gonna get.
You were a stick in the mud. You were back in those days. I remember. My memory sucks, but I remember. Oh yeah, here's what we should do. Here's what we should do before we get out of here. Well, so from what I can tell, there seems to be 5. We'll go back to our casting game for a minute. We were talking.
Oh, we doing that?
Casting X-Men a little bit here, but so there's been 5 pretty strong rumors of X-Men casting that seem to be sticking around. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just talk about those for a second.
Sure.
Some of them match what we have here. Sadie Sink as Jean Grey seems to be pretty strong. I'd be kind of surprised if that didn't happen at this point.
Well, it'd be a good career move for her, that's for sure. I mean,
yeah, she's a good actress, so good for them.
Oh yeah, great actress.
And another one is that Cyclops pick of yours, Dickinson.
Harold Dickinson.
Yeah.
That
one seems to be a thing. So, but I like that pick, especially when you compare those two. Like Sink and him look like they would look pretty well together.
For sure.
Not crazy size differences or anything like that as much. And they look kind of the same age. And another one is, and this is a new one too, but Jesse Plemons as Beast.
That's pretty great.
I like that one. I definitely like that one. What else did we got here? I saw a couple other ones here. Margaret Qualley as Rogue seems to be a pretty strong rumor these days.
Oh, that'd be fine too, actually. She'd be good in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never seen her in anything, but she kind of looks the part.
She's in The Substance.
Looks like she has a bit of sass. You gotta have a bit of sass.
Her mom is Andy McDowell.
Yeah, and I did know that.
She's in The Substance, but she was in I don't know, a bunch of stuff before that. She's in like a lot of stuff coming out now. There's a book I'm reading right now called Victorian Psycho that apparently is already being made into a movie. The book just came out like 2 weeks ago, but as the book released, they announced A24 announced they're making it into a movie. It's like a governess for like rich kids that's a psychopath. I think she's playing the character, but yeah, she was in The Leftovers, the TV show, The Nice Guys TV show, or the movie, Poor Things, Driveway Dolls, Kinds of Kindness, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? She was in that?
No, not yet.
Oh, really? She's a pretty big part.
I'll get around to it. Lucas says it's funny how the rumored cast so far fits the Evolution cast.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Oh yeah, the other one. That's the other one. Lucas, thanks for reminding me. Is what's her name? It's rumored for Kitty Pryde.
What actress?
Butters? Does that make sense?
Butters from
South
South Park?
No, like I can look that up.
Julia Butters?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know who she is.
Yes, I think that's the one.
She looks very young.
Well, Kitty Pryde coming as the young character.
She looks the part, that's for sure. She's also Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There's casting people from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Maybe
it'll be. They like that movie.
it'll be Brad Pitt as Magneto and Leonardo DiCaprio as Professor X. Margot Qualley will be the White Queen. Not Margot Qualley. Margot Robbie will be the White Queen. Just get everybody out of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
She'd be a pretty cool White Queen.
Well, actually, it's funny because the woman that won Best Picture this year, or Best Actress this year, was also in it. She was one of the Manson family that have a pretty big part near the end of the movie.
Well, so those are pretty strong rumors. I'm down for all of them, really. I like the way this is shaping up, if that's how it's shaping up. Be interesting to see who Wolverine's going to be. Is it going to be Zac Efron?
Oh, I know who she was. And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Leonardo DiCaprio's character is sort of an aging actor that has the scene on this TV show, this Western TV show, and he has this big scene with this young, kind of precocious actress. She's like 10 or 11, but she's really, really good, and it sort of like reconnects him with his love of acting, aside from all the artifice and ego of being a star. And she plays the little girl in that. So she was quite young at that time, but she was 10, I think. So I'm guessing she'd be like
5 years ago or something. So it's like
a little more than that, I think. But no, she'd be perfect.
Yeah, that works. So yeah, those
if she's our intro into the team, following her.
Yeah. And another rumor, of course, is that our first real X-Men property in the MCU is going to be this X Academy show that they canceled the Doctor Strange show for. So I guess we'll see if that plays out.
What was the Doctor Strange show going to be?
It's Strange Academy. It was just so instead of music or magic kids, they're going to do mutant kids instead, which honestly is a way better idea.
Who's going to be in it? Like
Probably like Nico and Wiccan and that kind of
Yeah, I
stuff.
was going to say Wiccan from Agatha.
Yeah. And that
He's
kind of
now being
stuff. But,
haunted by the.
that's so much more you can do with the mutant thing.
Hmm.
Magic gets kind of old after a while because it's kind of a MacGuffin. But, yeah, so that Xavier Academy could be cool. They might just even introduce these actors they want to put into the movies in the TV show, which would be an interesting way to go.
Interesting.
So we'll see. I'm excited about that show, though, if it's for reals.
Probably.
He's the coolest teacher we got around here, and the nicest. Wait, you're forgetting your homework.
No, you're not, because Professor Andre is going to remind you of your homework.
That's me, Professor Andre.
It's a me.
Your students today. Wait, let me do this. Where's my cardigan? Oh, it's over there. Today, students, you will have to watch the next episode of the show, in which it is called On Angel's Wings, in which I believe we will finally get to meet Angel.
Is it?
I would assume so.
My things in.
I mean, you can't call that episode On Angel's Wings and then not show us Angel. Oh, you hold on one sec. Just entertain yourself. Talk to the people. Love
all right, people. I'm checking out that episode because that's not what I have.
Oh,
yeah, you're wrong, Andre.
Are you sure? That's how it is on my list, which is correct last time.
Well, both in my particular download and in my search on Google here right now, it is not.
What is it?
African Storm.
That's number 8, according to my list.
Well, what I have here and what does coincide with what I have elsewhere is African Storm and then Joyride and then On Angel's Wings.
Wow. So that's quite a difference.
On Angel's Wings apparently was on December 15th, 2001. Where was that?
But just because they might have been aired out of order, that doesn't mean that's not the watch order.
True, but that's, well, and that's what
episode guide. Look up the X-Men Evolution wiki. And
the
see
wiki? Yeah, me too.
Season 2.
Episode.
Yeah, On Angel's Wings is
it next?
Yeah, it says the release date. So it says November 3rd was Adrift,
Okay.
December 15th was On
you're
Angel's
right.
Wings.
And then African Storm. Eh?
Yeah. And then Joyride, yeah. So my order's right, I think. We're following that.
Okay. We'll go with that then.
All right.
On Angel's Wings, then African Storm, and then Joyride. All right. Well, I got to remember that. Good. Well, that's why you're the professor.
That's me. So we had talked last week about this, and you said I had to show you them when they came in, and they did. The Ninja Turtle shoes.
I do want to see these.
They came, and they're beautiful. There's the Raphael ones.
You got Raph and Donnie, eh?
Actually, yes. But I'm a huge Donatello fan, so I want the Donatello ones.
Donatello's awesome.
They have
the
the
second
back
best
piece.
Ninja Turtle.
They're beautiful, and I loved these so very much. And I'm a sucker. I have no children.
You gonna wear them? Or are you keeping them in the box?
Oh no, I want to wear them. They're for wearing.
You should wrestle in them.
That after seeing how great those ones were,
you went and got Leonardo.
I got
and
the second set. They
you,
came
sir, or something.
Is the Leonardo?
See, I can live vicariously through you. It's like not
And the
having kids again,
Michelangelo.
where you can just spend all your money on stupid shit. I love it. No, it's great stuff. I don't mean stupid. It's good stuff. I love it.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with them. So I haven't worn them out in the world yet, but I'm going to put the sweater. So
I mostly buy yogurt and things like that.
I buy yogurt. I make meal prep. I made Uber yogurt this week. I made a white chicken.
Those are awesome, man. You can mix and match too. Like
that's I know I can do. I think it's Raphael and Leonardo would go together. And Mike and
who are the righties?
I believe it is Michelangelo and Raphael will go together. I think if we would watch. It also kind of works because the blue and the purple I think will look better together than in the red and the orange kind of come more complementary colors. But anyway, I can't. So in order to get the shredder shoes, they're free. You need to order 4 pairs of these shoes, which means you'd also have to get the Baxter Stockman and the Krang pair, which are also nice. But
and then you get shredder for free, or you can just
well, you could have. This came with the QR code. When you scan it, it opens up a link, and then you can log in and keep track of it. But when I did that, they told me that all the shredders already gone, so I missed them.
Wow, they sold so many of those.
Yeah, they were, but you can buy them on eBay for $5,000. So if you want to buy somebody else's pair,
yeah, because the one person bought every single pair of those shredders.
No, because you had, well, possibly, but you would have had to buy 4. You would have had to buy basically $800 worth of shoes in order to get the 1 pair of shredders.
Probably out of order to be closer to Christmas. Oh, Xmas, of course, on this show. Oh, on Angel's Wings, because it's kind of a Christmas theme. That's a good.
Oh, likely, yeah.
Theory. Yeah,
makes sense.
Oh, Lucas is working on a TMNT piece right now. Fine artist Lucas Xavier here.
Beautiful.
Are you guys gonna see the 30th anniversary 1990 movie when it's what? Are they re-releasing Turtles in theaters? Yes, I am. That movie
came out in
one of my favorite all-time movies.
Did it come out in 89?
I thought it was 89, but same deal. It's a beautiful movie. It'll make you cry. It's great. Oh,
it is a great
not
movie.
Sure if it'll be in Canada. Yeah, probably not.
No, my Park Lane Theaters in Halifax does do retrospectives. In fact, they are doing one in, I think it's April, of all the David Lynch movies. So I'm very excited about that. We went to the David Fincher one and saw a bunch of those, and they did. I'm definitely going to go to the David Lynch retrospective.
What Canada? There's not going to be a Canada if you Yanks have your way. No, I'm not going to get started. We'll have it.
Yeah, I'm sure the listeners of the show have nothing to do with that.
It's true. Batman was 89. Yeah.
And if they do, they certainly don't like a super far left libtard show like X-Men 97, which I'm sure is what the other people are probably going to call it, the other side.
It's the greatest show ever made.
It's pretty great.
All right. Well, you can support the show at patreon.com/X-Men Review Show or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/X-Men Review Show. Get your merch over at redbubble.com/people/X-Men Review Show/shop. Contact us at X-Men Review Show @gmail.com or find our audio only version wherever you get your podcasts. Wherever you get them, to get them in your ears.
Cram them in there.
Brains, and then into your hearts. Right?
I like it.
And please like, review, and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And check out ufpodcast.com for all our other shows, such as
The Graphic Histories Podcast.
What's going on over on that side?
Well, episode just dropped yesterday with the background noise. A couple that do this comic about their life together, kind of a comedic little thing. They had a collection coming out on Kickstarter. Fun little episode. After that, we have Helen Mullane and then Peter Schneschberg. And then I should have an episode I was supposed to do today, but I was having a problem. I couldn't get my audio to work on Zoom through my headphones. And I tried everything, reinstalled it, started the computer, did everything. Couldn't figure it out. Last thing I tried, after it was too late to still record, so we're going to do it on Friday, was to look at the sound when you click the little sound icon and then check the programs. And for some reason, Zoom was muted under that. I don't know how it happened, but it did. So it's fixed. We can record and get that out there. And the buddy that you sent me hasn't answered me yet when I start trying to talk to him. So.
Well, I'll look into that.
All right. Crack the whip, buddy.
I will. I do. All right. Well, let's get out of here, shall we?
If you wish.
Well, I could sit here with you all night.
Oh, buddy, I could too. But...
You probably have movies to watch.
Actually, I got to get up a little early tomorrow, so probably just play some of Star Wars. Should I Survivor? I'm almost done that.
I'm playing Super Paper Mario right now.
Ooh, I thought about getting the Wii re-release of Mario RPG.
Oh, it's one of the best games. It's sticking in my Super Nintendo right now. Actually, I'm playing it at the same time.
Well, I have the NES Mini that came with it, but
oh man, one of my favorite games ever. My favorite RPG ever, probably.
Awesome. Yeah, no, it's great.
All
Bye,
right,
guy,
well,
Lucas. All right, bye, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out next week. And we'll be watching On Angel's Wings.
Yep, that's true. We will be. Catch you next time, everybody.
Goodbye.
We were just getting to know each other.
Hey, knock it off. This is not over.
It's over.
It's fucking over.
None of it's over. Just give me something.